Are you an author or a new author or established author or someone that's thinking about being an author? Well, you in the right place today, this afternoon, this evening, no matter what time zone you in. I'm trying to make sure my volume's right. Woohoo! We're gonna have a good time. Yes, yes, and yes. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna just give you about five, but I think I had written down about 15 or more. We're going to talk about the five things authors need to get consistent sales. Like I said, I put so many down, but I'm going to tell you, because I know you're busy. We're going to talk about five of them. And I get these questions all the time. Dr. Sunday, I'm not making any sales on my books. I'm not making, after I sell my books to my excuse me, to my family and my church, my sorority, etc., my networking group, that's 200 people. And my plan was to make six figures from my book. So we're going to talk about five things that you need to have. Let me turn my volume up, they say. Five things authors need to have consistent sales. Now, a lot of these things extrapolate to no matter what your product is. Because the thing about it is we need to have an automation. Keep that in mind. We need to have an automation system in place. But let me know where you coming in, where you from. My name is Dr. Renee Sunday. Woo-hoo. I am known as the platform builder. How can I tell you this information? Well, I'm a best-selling author for all my books. I think we up to about 20 something. I think I just finished. Oh, glory. I think I finished Jesus, about 10 more that's coming down the pipe. They in print right now. We get them together. Amen. I have a publishing house called Sunday Publishing Company. I'm a media personality in Atlanta. I have a radio and TV show called Good Deeds. Okay. And also I have a podcast called Dr. Renee Sunday Show. I'm a board certified anesthesiologist for 22 years. Woo woo. We didn't realize we was at the, in the front line, but okay, I'm in the front line, sideline, all that. Okay. But I love to have a good time. But we need to be making some consistent sales. Okay. So we're going to tell you about this. I have people listening. Let me know where you from. We on LinkedIn. We all over Facebook. We on, let me see, what else we on? We on Twitter. Okay. We on Twitter and YouTube. So let me talk to you about this. Being an author is congratulations. Let me know how many of you guys are author. Congratulations. I hate to bust your bubble. The easiest thing you're going to find out. Guess what? The easiest thing was writing the book. I know, yeah, you had a hard time. You had to write chapter 1 5 times. I think I wrote mine 7. My very first book. I kind of got it after that. I knew, because you have to make sure the reader is engaged from the cover, then that first chapter, so they can keep on, guess what? Turning the pages. Or, now we on these smart devices, moving it over with our finger. Whatever the case may be, okay? Turn the volume down, they say, because you talking about. But anyway, so we have people from Alabama. I'm born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama. Woo-hoo. Y'all know, y'all hear that southern twang. I'm a good girl. Okay, Tampa, I did my, welcome, Tampa. I was there 5 years. Wasn't I? Yeah, I did my training at Tampa General Hospital. So welcome. I don't see your name, Facebook user for Alabama. And then Keith, welcome from Tampa. Let's see what we got. We got a whole bunch of people. Larry, shoot, LinkedIn, you can't hardly even see who what. But y'all forgive me, okay? My LinkedIn people. Okay, we have Shannon, Larry, Simone, and Deidre. Welcome. Okay, let's get into this. Okay. Now, this is not in any particular order because I have 10 of these. If you want all 10, you know what to do. DM a sister. Okay. The first thing people ask me, Dr. Sunday, do we need to have a website? Well, let me let you know. Hey, Kathy from Alabama. What's up? Now, let me let you know. Let me give you a story because we got a story behind the thing. When I first became an author, 2012, 2013, my first book was about grief, going through the grief process. My brother passed away. He enjoying heaven. My mama there now too. That was about 12 years ago. So I walked people through the grief process, and I told my testimony because as soon as I went to work, I took off about a month, and I had to witness to somebody else about going through that grief process. You hear me? Okay. But anyway, I put it in a book. And for somebody, I got to say this. It's a process. Okay. It's a process. I miss my mom and brother dearly. Woo-hoo. Hallelujah. I do cry still. Okay. But anyway, you have to have a light bulb experience. That's what that book is about. But anyway, at that time, 2013, physicians they wasn't on social media like they are now. We do everything now on social media, physicians. And so I got on social media to, guess what, market and promote my book. You hear me? So that's what I had to do. But people said, Dr. Sunday, you make grief feel like it could be done, that we can go through the process, and you tell us from a Christian standpoint. That's what I do. Let me tell you, within 3 months, guess what platform? If y'all been following me, y'all already know what I'm going to say. Within 3 months, I was on Oprah Winfrey's platform. Y'all know I love Oprah, okay? But anyway, I was on Oprah. How was I on Oprah Winfrey platform? Because I had a website and my social media. I was doing a good thing on my social media, okay? But my website, let me let you know, my website coordinated with my social media. You see what I'm getting at? So let me tell you, good, bad, and indifferent. If you're going to have a website, make sure it's clean. Make sure it's SEO. Make sure you're using keywords that people, when we doing the Google thing, that we find you. Now, let me tell you what I have. I have a main website. Let me put it in here so y'all can check it out. ReneeSunday.com. Now, since I have a lot of brands, I do have Dr. Renee. What is that? Dr. Renee MD, because I'm an expert witness, with being an anesthesiologist. And also I do a lot of medical professional TV stuff. You see what I'm saying? Or articles. So the reason I did that, because it was easier to separate my brand. You didn't have to do that. You don't have to do that with you, but I just felt that I needed to do that. Now, one of my books that sold, oh my God, the reason we did a website, what's the name of my book? Jeez, I forgot it. Oh, The Easy Way of Podcasting, how to monetize your podcast. Now, the reason we put a website with that, because guess what? Soon as it released, guess what? We sold 2,000 copies. So I wanted to make sure they were easy to get that, okay? It was actually from a college here, local here in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, GA. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make sure it's easy for them to get what they need to get, and for them to refer me to other people, which they did. So if you choose to do a website, I suggest, I know everybody loves Wix, because I do have a couple of Wix, account, but WordPress tends to be easier to start it and update it. Make sure you get all those apps that ain't gonna make you get spammed and all that. That's a whole nother conversation. I can do a session on that if y'all want to. But anyway, oh hey, Larry, you say you love my energy. Yeah, I wake up like this. I hadn't had no coffee yet. Oh, and that's interesting, right? But anyway, let me keep going here. All right. So the first thing, let me type it in here because somebody may want to come back later. Website, to be or not to be. It's your choice, but make sure it's cohesive to what you're doing on social media, what you're texting out to people. I do have that, like I said, the reason I did a separate website for my book, because think about it, if you up like me on your 20th book or 30th book, there's 10 more in the oven, as they say. That means that's a lot of website. So I don't really advise having a website for each one of your books. But if you want to do that, I'm not going to say you, because it's your brand. Okay, but if you're going to do it, make sure you have a domain. Go over there to GoDaddy, Namecheap, and all them people. Make sure you do the right thing in regards of name, the domain for your website. Now, Me personally, how I sell my books, I sell a lot of my books wholesale, in bookstores and different churches and stuff like that. And then also I give out my license. That's a whole nother conversation, especially overseas when people use it in schools and stuff like that. So really a lot of my stuff happens behind the scene. They know me as a person. Y'all know I'm not get at. They know me as a person. They trust me. They know that I've done the right thing in regards of what's in the book. And they've gotten results. Okay, y'all see where I'm going now. Now let's say if you're doing, let me go way out. Let me see the top of my head. What if you're doing a fiction book? You know, fiction books have a lot of characters. Now that fiction book, if it ends up being, I can't see, y'all know, I can say YouTube may get me for saying that word, you know, HP. Y'all know what that stands for. But if that ends up being a movie, so that all that movie sequence series, of course you need, because you're doing more things. Now I do have a brand called Sam the Shark. Sam the Shark has his own website from his book, because guess what? Sam the Shark ended up being, guess what? A birthday party he has every year. And then he actually goes out to the different schools. He goes out to you can have a birthday party with Sam the Shark. Y'all want some notes about that? Okay, DM us, sister. We'll get you on the schedule for the year coming up. Okay, but anyway, let me get back to it. So number one is website. If to be or not to be, if you're gonna do it right. Now, if you end up doing like me, just have a shop page and people can shop all of your material. I can't let the bag out the hat, but we got a new surprise coming the first year. I can't say it right now. They'll get me in trouble, my sponsors, okay? Okay, social media as number two. These are what you must need to have consistent sale. Basically, what I'm saying with number one, you have to have a hub that people can go to that they can hit the button, okay? And y'all know what I'm here. Hit the button is to pay for the book. You can have a website, or you can have, some people still have these, what you call it? Oh God. Canva, you can do a website on that too, but make sure you have a domain. Lord Jesus, do not send people this long thing way out here, okay? Now, number two, social media. Be consistent on your social media. Put up some quotes, put up some testimony, behind the scenes stuff that show people you picking up your book from the mail, open it up, do an unboxing. So I'm giving you strategy right now. You see what I'm getting at? Okay. Now, if you need help with your social media, DM my sister again, because I do have a marketing company called Sunday Marketing Group, and we can get you a plan for your social media. Okay. Now, if you're ready for Facebook ads, all right, now come on with it. We can do that too. But your social media needs to be consistent. Let me tell you, my niece, you know, she has a master's now. When she went into college, y'all hear me? They pulled up her social media. So when you go on the job, when you getting a scholarship, when you doing whatever, they looking at your social media. So be mindful what you're doing and not doing on social media. Okay. I'm here to let you know, okay? You got to be mindful of what you're doing on these platforms. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? But anyway, that's number two. Now, number three is dear to my heart again, PR. What is PR, Dr. Sunday? Okay, PR publicity. The programs that I have one that's for healthcare professionals called Healthcare Entrepreneurs Accelerator. What I do is I help healthcare professionals start a profitable, because you got to be profitable, online business. Now look, the way I scale it is through the media, being booked on podcasts. At the time of this recording, it's over 2 million. Y'all hear me? It's over 2 million podcasts. So you can be, I advise people to try to be on at least 10 a month. Now, if you can handle more than that, okay, we got you. Now, we do podcast booking, so inbox your girl again, and we'll talk about your PR strategy. Because guess what? You can be on a podcast, and they have, let's go a low number, 50. If they have 50 people to download your episode, guess what? In that 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 12 minutes, 5 minutes, however long that podcast, you have gotten 50 new people into your community if you said the right thing on the podcast. Now I teach you what to say and what not to say. Okay. I'm a mess. Now, if you have any questions as we go through this, please put them in here so I can answer them real time. So if you're just coming in, we talk about the 5 things authors need to get consistent sales. Now, this can be for any business, to be honest, but we're talking about the authors particular today. Number 1 was website or not to be. Oh. What we're really talking about is you need to have a hub that you can give people, guess what? Place to hit that button payment. People want to buy your book and look here, you don't even have nowhere for people to buy. Oh, hold on, I got to get a thing over here on PayPal. Oh, Lord. But anyway, number 2, social media. Be consistent. How did we get in the Oprah Winfrey platform? They checked out our social media. How did we get to be part of the NFL in regards to media? They checked out the social media. Now, how did we become part of Bishop Jake's media team? The social media. Okay. So that's what I do with my programs. We do it for healthcare professionals, also for coaches and authors. We use that media. I have a whole Rolodex, okay? Podcast you can pitch to, and we'll pitch it for you. We'll do it. We have a done for you for that. While you sitting down doing your thing, we pitching you to the media. Then I'm gonna send you an email. Okay, look, we booked you on this at this time. Is this good for you, or we need to change it? Okay. Now, number 4. Okay, let me look at my notes because I don't want to mess up here. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna switch my order because right here. Okay, email list. Oh Lord. Now, when you own these podcasts, oh Jesus, and I love Amazon. They'll come to my house in a minute, probably. But we're gonna send them to your email list. What are you offering them for free? Because if people don't really know you, guess what? You need to offer them a lead magnet or something free, a checklist, excerpt from your from your book, quotes from your book, video from your book, something. You got to give them something for free first, okay? Because they don't know you. So that email list, I use Infusionsoft, but there's so many out there. ConvertKit, Aweber, MailChimp. Let me see if I can think of another one. Real quick. Jesus, is one on the tip of my tongue, but that's what people use. Let me see. ConvertKit, Aweber, MailChimp. A lot of people start with that. I'm missing one on the top of my head. Oh, if you do Kajabi and those kind of things, and I have an all-in-one system too for one of my brands. Yeah. So that's it's one more. I can't think of it now. Let's see. Y'all putting it in there. Let me know what you have. If you have an email provider, let me know what it is. Okay. Now, so if you're just coming in, we're recapping a little bit. Where are you sending the folks at? Are you sending them to your website, some kind of hub? Number 2, social media. Be consistent on the social media. Hallelujah. And PR, are you scaling being in podcasts, interviews, television, magazines? Okay. Number 4, are you offering them something free and telling them thank you, you bought my book. Thank you. Any questions about the book? Thank you, and thank you. And the last one I want to say is events. I know we hadn't been doing the events in person and all that, but we coming on back on that. A lot of people are. Okay. But you can do virtual events as well. Summits. Next year we're doing summits every month. If you want to be a part of that, inbox your girl, and I'll let you know about the different summits that we're doing. And we're doing it pretty innovative too. So I'm excited for that. Okay. So events. So I like doing speaking events. I do like having the table too as a vendor, but if you speak an event, depending on what the negotiation with the speaking event, guess what? You can sell from the stage, okay? And then guess what? You can still have a table, depending on what the rules and regulations that the host has now, because all events are not the same. But I like selling from the stage because guess what? If I sell from the stage, depending on what the rules and regulations of that event, I can make $10K from selling from the stage. Okay. But it's a way of doing it. But if you go into events like, let me think. If you go into an event that is a new, this was coming. This is a good one. If you go into events that you are new in that niche, it's probably best to do a low to medium offer. And of course, everybody in the room, pick up your cell phone and text them this number, and you get them a free offer. Everybody in the room, you offer that. So that's a little strategy I'm giving you guys right there. Okay. Now, a question came in, Dr. Sunday, if yeah, I've had people that have relaunched the book, but you got to look at your contract of that publishing house. Okay, because depending on the publishing house, you may have to do 80%. You may have to change the book 80%, meaning rewrite the book 80%. So read them contracts before you sign with these publishing houses. Okay, because a lot of times the publishing does not include the marketing. I suggest that you have a marketing plan before you even before the editor is done editing, because you got to know how you're going to make 6-7 figures from one book. The plan is not to just do 200 sales. I hope not. You want to get your book throughout the world, because what you have in that book is going to change somebody's life. That's going to transform them. So we need to be able to do it the right way. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see. Now, I've told you the different things that I said. Now, we have a great offer that's coming up that's going to show you how to do all these things. If you're interested in it, put the word holiday in the chat, and my team will circle back and send you that link. So let me put it on the screen. Holiday. Now, holiday, you're going to get an exclusive. It's about 95% discount. Like, woo! That's a big discount, Dr. Sunday. Well, it's time for you to be seen, be heard, and get paid. If you've ever heard me, that's what my little tagline is. Because a lot of times everybody wants to write a book, which is good. Everybody should write a book. But we need to have a marketing plan that we can have an increased visibility. These 5 things we have to have. Like I said, I have 15 on my paper. If you want to inbox me, DM me, we can have a chat about the other 10. But the thing is, we got to make sure we get this done, okay? Because we need to be, what about the retreat, the men's retreat you're supposed to have based on your book? What about the women's retreat, the women's conference you're supposed to have based on your book? The book clubs are still powerful, okay? And the meetup groups, they coming back with a bang, okay? So put that in the chat or DM me and say holiday, and I'll get that out to you, because we need to leverage the media. A lot of my podcast is still audio. I know it's a lot of podcasts, and when I teach people to do podcasts, if it's in their bandwidth, meaning they can do it and be consistent, I suggest them do video. The reason I don't do video, let me tell you, I'm literally a serial entrepreneur, with my, I always say I didn't want any of my brands to interfere with me putting patients to sleep. And it got close there one time. I'll be transparent. I think I got out of the operating room within 5 minutes. I was supposed to have been on the air for the radio show. That was one of my mottos that I said I wasn't going to let that happen. And it was close there, 5 minutes, because I usually don't let people at work, usually. That was pre-paying, okay? They didn't know the other things that I did until a patient came in there and said, your name sounds familiar. I know you from somewhere. That patient kept on saying this. So I had to go on and tell him that, I am on television. He was like, yeah, and you pretty have a lot of energy on the TV. I said, yeah, but when I'm putting the patient to sleep, I'm on the lower calmness. Okay. All right. If anybody have any questions, let me know. Hit in. If you listen to this live or the replay, put in the chat holiday, and we'll circle back and give you that link so you can get a 90. I think it's 95%. It may be 99% discount on this marketing and promoting exclusive package that I put together. Because you got to get in the media, but we got to do all these other things before we get in the media. Okay, we got to do the other thing. Now, how we doing over here? Okay, y'all good? Any questions? All right, I think we good. My team said we good. We good. I want to let you know, though, don't beat yourself up. Because I've been there, done that, bought the whole block. Okay. The reason I'm able to be able to share this information with you, because I learned it, as they say, the hard way. Okay. I spent plenty of money. Okay. And nights and time. So I like to share this information. The key is having a mentor and a coach. Let me say this real quick, because they supposed to collapse the time for you to make it work. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. That's what I perceive that everybody's doing. That's a mentor, coach. They want you to do it. They want you to I want you to excel more than me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can do the same thing. That's why I tell media personalities. You could be the same media personality as me. You could be the same, this, that, and that. But all of us have a different calling. All of us have our own twist on it. All of us have something different to offer to the world. So we can teach the same thing. It's going to be different. Okay. I'm not being cocky at what I'm saying. I'm just telling them that what them children say, keep it 100. They say something else now, some other little thing. I got to get that from my niece and nephew with their other new thing they saying now. But the key is, what I'm saying is, all of us have different DNA. All of us have different callings in this world. The goal is to help somebody else. And then my old song I used to love to hear as a child, my mom and dad would play, then our living would not be in vain. If we help one person, the ripple effect of the water, dropping that pebble into the water, it affects the person, it affects their family. Then guess what? It affects the street they own, that they live on. Then it goes to the city. The next thing you know, their whole state is doing the thing. That's what we're supposed to be. Yeah, of course, I want you to be successful, but think about beyond you, the big picture, that we're here to help our brothers and sisters, to help everybody, okay? But anyway, I want to let you know that I am Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. I want you to know that it's time to be seen, be heard, and get paid. Send that holiday in my DM, and we'll give you that exclusive discount code. It's going to be a discount link, and then we're going to send you the code, okay? But we're going to see you guys later. Woo-hoo! Talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.